Hello everyone, my name is Faircon from Envision, and today I will be attaching and detaching the different frames that come with the Envision glasses. Before we start, do keep in mind while you attach and or detach the frames, your Envision glass might power on. That is because when your Envision glasses are powered off and folded, as soon as you unfold it, it will automatically power on within 45 seconds. And because during this process we will use the hinge button, it might also activate voice commands. I will first start with the default titanium frame. That is the lightweight frame that has no lenses. Currently it is in front of me, attached to the Envision glass body, the way it comes when you buy the Envision glasses. The Envision glass body is the part that has the camera, touchpad, speakers, basically all hardware, and is a bit more heavy. The frame is attached to the body and unfolded in front of me and pointing away to the front. When I mean unfolded, I mean that it's in front of you, as if you just took it off your head. So detaching the titanium lightweight frame. With my left hand, I hold the titanium frame's temple, and I do that by keeping my thumb above the frame and my other four fingers below. I do the same with my right hand, but then holding the Envision glass body, so my thumb on top and my other four fingers underneath the Envision glass's body. I hold my hands a bit more towards the front, so my right thumb comes on top of the circular part on the Envision glass's body. This is the hinge button that is used to activate voice commands, and at the same time the hinge that connects the frame with the Envision glasses body. Now that we have our hands in the correct position to detach the frame, make sure that with your right thumb you are pressing on the circular button, and also make sure your index finger is still underneath the Envision glasses in front of your thumb. This is very important, as with your index finger you are resisting the front part to fold in, which will prevent you from detaching the frame. Right now, while we press on the button with our right thumb and make sure that the front part of the Envision glasses body is resisted with our right thumb, we are going to turn the frame counterclockwise. Or, if the Envision glasses are in front of you pointing forwards, rotating it towards you. You will have to rotate it around 25 to 40 degrees, or about 6 to 10 centimeters, that is about 2 to 4 inch, towards you. When you do that correctly, you will feel some resistance on the hinge on the right side, meaning that the frame is now detached from the Envision glass body. If you don't feel the resistance, it means the front part of the Envision glass body is being rotated and you are not putting enough resistance with your right index finger to prevent it from rotating. You can now let go of your right hand and put the Envision glass body down on the table. If the frame is somehow still not loose from the body, you might need to wiggle it a little bit and move it up. You have now detached the lightweight titanium frame from your Envision glasses body. Now let's reattach the lightweight titanium frame again. Make sure you start in the same way as you detach the frame, so the titanium frame in front of you on the table of the left side, unfolded, and the Envision glass body in front of you on the table on the right side with the camera facing forward and the hinge button facing to the ceiling. Grab the Envision glass body with your right hand in the same way, so your right thumb is on the hinge button where the circular button should come on top. With your left hand, grab the titanium frame, but this time with your left thumb on the circular button. Now move your left thumb with the titanium frame towards your right thumb on top of it, and once you are here, move your right thumb below, so you can move the circular part on top of the hinge button. When you do this, the titanium lightweight frame must be in the same angle how you took it out, so about 30-45 degrees. The circular button will fit right on top of the button, and this might need some wiggling or finding out how to make the circular part fit on top of the button. When it is locked on top, switch your left thumb with your right thumb, so your right thumb is now back on the circular button, and the frame is attached to the Envision glasses body's frame. Now, with your left hand you have to rotate the titanium frame again, but this time clockwise, about 30 to 45 degrees, or move it away from you for about 6 to 10 centimeters or 2 to 5 inches. When you do this, you will hear a click sound, and at this point you can let go of your right thumb and the lightweight titanium frame is attached to the Envision glasses body. Perfect! Now I'm going to detach the lightweight titanium frame and attach the Smith Optics frames. This is the frame that is more sturdy and also has lenses. If you are interested in darker lenses for your Smith Optics frames, we also sell these in our web shop. You can go there by visiting shop.letsenvision.com, or you can contact your local optician to get your lenses replaced with your own custom lenses. To detach the lightweight frame again, I turn the lightweight frame counterclockwise while I hold my right thumb on the Envision Glass body's hinge button. So now we're left with the Envision Glasses body with no frames attached to it. I'm going to take the Smith Optics frames, which comes in its own protective case. So I'm going to unzip it and grab the Smith Optics frames. Firstly, I'm going to make sure to unfold the Smith Optics frames, both the temples and the protective sides on the inside that provide extra protection. So let's put it in front of us on the table, facing to the front so that the temples are facing towards you. Now, just like we did with detaching the titanium frame, hold the right temple with your right hand and the left temple with your left hand. Your right thumb should be on top of the circular metal button and provide support with your right index finger under the button. Now with your right thumb, press on the button, and while you press, rotate the right temple clockwise, or swing your wrist to the left for about 30 to 45 degrees. This will make sure the right temple is detached from the rest of the Smith Optics frames. If that is not the case, make sure you are firmly pressing on the button and try rotating it a little bit more, as this will help you in detaching the right mock temple from the Smith Optics frames. That's it. Right now we have the Smith Optics frames without the right mock temple, which we'll need to attach to the Envision Glasses body that we just detached from the lightweight titanium frame. So let's grab the Envision Glass body again with our right hand and with our right thumb on top of the button. And with my left hand, I grab the Smith Optics frames and holding my left thumb on the top of the circular button. I do that by wrapping my left hand around the front so my forefingers are in front of the lenses and my thumb is on the circular button. Now move your left thumb with the Smith Optics frame towards your right thumb on top of it. And once you are here, move your right thumb below so you can move the circular button on top of the hinge button. When you do this, the Smith Optics frame must be in the same angle how you took it out, so about 30 to 45 degrees to the left. The circular button will fit right on top of the button, but sometimes this might need some wiggling. When it's locked on top, switch your left thumb with your right thumb, so your right thumb is now back on the circular button and the frame is attached to the Envision Glass body's frame. Now with your left hand, you will have to rotate the Smith Optics frame again, but again clockwise about 30 to 45 degrees, or just moving it away from you for about 6 to 10 centimeters or 2 to 4 inches. When you do this, you will again hear a click sound, and at this point, this will confirm that you have attached the frame. You can let go of your right thumb and the Smith Optics frames are attached. So detaching the Smith Optics frame from the Envision Glass body is very similar to detaching the titanium frames. With my left hand, I hold the Smith Optics frame temple, and I do that by keeping my thumb above the frame and my other four fingers below. I do the same with my right hand, but then holding the Envision Glass body, so my thumb on top and the other four fingers underneath the Envision Glasses body. I hold my hands a bit more towards the front, so my right thumb comes on top of the circular part of the Envision Glasses body. Now that we have our hands in the correct position to detach the frame, make sure that with your right thumb you are pressing on the circular button, and also make sure your index finger is still underneath the Envision Glasses in front of your thumb. This is very important, again, as with your index finger you are resisting the front part to fold in, which will prevent you from detaching the frame. Right now, while we press on the button with our right thumb, make sure that the front part of the Envision Glass body is resisted with our right thumb, and we're going to turn the frame counterclockwise. Or if the Envision Glasses are in front of you pointing forwards, rotating it towards you. You will have to rotate it around 25 to 40 degrees or about 6 to 10 centimeters, and when you do that correctly, you will feel some resistance on the hinge on the right side. The frame is now detached from the Envision Glasses body. Once again, if you don't feel the resistance, it means the front part of the Envision Glass body is being rotated and you're not putting enough resistance with your right index finger to prevent it from happening. You can now let go of your right hand, put the Envision Glass body down on the table, and if the frame is somehow still not loose from the body, you might need to wiggle it a little bit and move it up. Another thing, keep in mind that if you'd like to fold the Envision Glass with the Smith Optics frames, you would first need to fold the protective sides inside. The left one needs to be rotated counterclockwise, and the right one needs to be rotated clockwise until it hits the lens. Now I can rotate the right temple counterclockwise first, and the Envision Glass body clockwise. You can also take off the protective sides if you don't need or like them. These are attached to the Smith Optics frames on the top and bottom with a tight fit system where it rotates. Do keep in mind this is a little bit more tricky and you might need help from someone to take these off. Firstly, what I do is that I rotate the protective side inward so I can put my index finger on the inside for support. Now with my right middle finger and thumb, I will pinch the sides of the protection together, and if I put enough pressure and I pull a little bit, the tight fit on top or bottom will come loose and I can take it off. This is exactly the same for the left side. And also to attach these again, you will feel two small dots on the protection on both sides. These will need to come respectively on top and bottom of the Smith Optics frame. So to reattach it with my right hand, I hold the protection, and with my left hand the Smith Optics frame. I'll make sure with my thumb to locate the bottom dot and the small hole on the Smith Optics frame and attach it. Then I will locate the dot on the protection on top and the hole on the Smith Optics frame and apply pressure from the bottom upwards to make it fit. That's it. We now talked about attaching and detaching the lightweight titanium frame, attaching and detaching the Smith Optics frame, detaching the right mock temple of the Smith Optics frame, and attaching and detaching the protective sides on the Smith Optics frames. I hope this video was clear. If you still have any question, you can contact our support team by sending an email to support@letsenvision.com or visit our support center by going to support.letsenvision.com. My name is Ferkan and I wish you a wonderful day.